Hello students, I welcome you all to Gopte PU College of Commerce and Science. This is Savita Hokeri, lecturer, Political Science. I hope you all are well. So coming to the subject, in Political Science there are totally 9 units. Go through the syllabus. First unit furnishes regarding introduction to the political science as a discipline. In that we are going to discuss meaning, definition, nature, subject matter of political science. Second unit, the state, meaning of state, characteristic features and its significance. Then coming to the third unit furnishes basic concepts relating to the political science. Those concepts are first one, that is sovereignty. Under that head we are going to discuss meaning, definition and features of sovereignty. Sub concept furnishes meaning of law, its definition and different kinds of laws. Third political concept, that is liberty. It furnishes the meaning, nature, origin of the concept of liberty. Then fourth concept, equality. Then fifth concept, right. So under the third unit we are going to discuss all the concept relating to political science and all. Then coming to the fourth unit, meaning of constitution and government. Under that head we are going to discuss meaning of constitutional government and its characteristic features and different kinds and essential conditions to be considered as a good constitution or prerequisite condition to be considered as a good constitution. In the same unit we are going to discuss forms of government like democratic, its features, parliamentary, unitary, federal. So these all are the concept we are going to discuss under the head of fourth unit. Fifth unit deals with formation of constituent assembly, drafting committee, preamble to the Indian Constitution and salient features of Indian Constitution and rights and duties of Indian citizen. Then coming to the sixth unit, organization of the legislature, that is the legislature, functioning the parliament in India, the nature, functions, divisions and law making procedure. Under the head of the legislature we are going to discuss all the concept relating to the organization of legislature including its functions. Then coming to the next unit, that is seventh unit, executive. It furnishes the meaning of the executive and the functioning of the executive organization in India by way of organization of the executive. It means it furnishes the awareness, the entire organization of the executive branch by vesting the power in the hands of president, vice president, prime minister. In the same way it furnishes the state organization. Here India adopted federal form of the government. To that aspect it furnishes the organization of the central executive as well as state executive. Under the head of the state executive we are going to discuss the governor, the role of the governor, chief minister and powers and functions. These all are the concept we are discussing under the head of executive branch. Next unit, that is eighth unit, organization of judicial system in our nation, that is organization of Supreme Court, High Court, its functions and subordinate courts and functioning of the judicial organization, or we can say the functions of the judiciary in the form of receiving public interest litigation and the nature of functioning of the judicial organization in India, that is independence of Indian judicial organization. So these all are the concept we are discussing under the head of judicial organization. Coming to the last unit, democratic decentralization. Under that head, we are discussing the meaning, the importance of constitutional amendments, especially relating to 73 and 74th Amendment of the Indian Constitution. In the same unit, we are discussing the origin of the Panchayat Raj system in Karnataka, then rural local self-government and urban local self-government. So these all are the units we are discussing in the first year. So coming to the first one, that is the unit 1, begins with political science as a discipline. First unit from your syllabus begins with political science as a discipline. So in that we are discussing points relating to the origin of political science. Origin or introduction to the origin of the political science. So here it is very difficult to begin with the origin of the political science when it came into existence. To that effect, the world has witnessed many mysteries like world wars, so many events happened. So changes and developments from early state of condition to the present state of the condition, so many mysteries, so many developments came into existence. So here we unaware of those things and all, then how we can know all such things? With the help of human contribution and all. So some mysteries or the development is beyond our imagination. To that aspect, man has discovered. So human beings or ourselves discovered certain new techniques to explore the knowledge regarding the evolution of the mankind, how man came into existence, the origin of the human nature. So with the help of the contribution made by the human beings, with the help of methods, techniques, they come to the conclusion. Finally, they achieved the purpose. What is the purpose here? To trace the human nature. So finally, they succeeded to gather the information regarding the origin of the concept of the political science. So this way here, thus man became aware of the developments and changes in the nature with the help of science. With the help of science only, he gathered the information relating to the origin of his own race or his own development and all. So this way here, the science itself contributed towards gathering the information, realizing tracing the human nature and or human nature or human race, you can say. So here, since science has been classified into different divisions such as physical science, biological science. So here the physical science means relating to the science we can get the accurate knowledge. So whereas in social sciences are relating to the human beings. So political science is also one of the science relating to the human behavior. So this way here, the political science is one of the important branches of social science and occupies a very significant role in understanding man's evolution as a political being. So after gathering the information towards the development of the origin of the political science, so the contribution made by the human beings towards gathering the information, so they laid down the foundation for the origin of the human race and all. So coming to the next one, the meaning of our subject. So the term political science intimately related to the word politics. That means the political science is associated to the word politics. So the term politics derived from the Greek word that is polis, P-O-L-I-S. It means city-states. In the words of Frederick Pollock, said that the study of political science begins with Aristotle. So here very concept relating to the origin of the term, or we can say that the credit towards the innovation of the term political goes to Aristotle. Though the credit goes to the ancient Greek philosophers towards the innovation of the term politics, apart from that, we can also find some resources in the hands of ancient Indian political thinkers. They also referred the concept of the political science in their works or in their historical documents, that means their written documents. So here, on the basis of the references on the state administration or the works rendered by the Kautilya in his Arthashastra, we can get the sources of information regarding the origin of the term politics. Apart from that, the political awareness of the Indians is visualized. That means we can get the knowledge from the Rig Veda, Yajurveda, certain scriptures and Manusmriti. So these all sources also furnishes the existence of the concept of the politics in our nation. So apart from that, these all works focus more on religious consciousness rather than political awareness. Whatever they have laid down, the sources regarding the origin of the term politics on the basis of the religious rather than creating the awareness relating to the origin of the state. So got it? So ancient Indian thinkers also contributed towards the origin of the term political science. But finally, the credit goes to the Greek political philosopher like Aristotle, Socrates, Plato. They laid down the foundation. That means Indians also laid down the foundation regarding the origin of the political science. No doubt, the credit of developing in a scientific manner, the credit of developing the theory of political science on a systematic and scientific basis rightly goes to the Greeks. Why the Greeks laid down the scientific, why the Indians not contributed, but their approach is different from the Greek philosophers. On that basis, the credit goes to the Greek philosophers like Socrates. First of all, the Socrates laid down the foundation, contributed his political thinking by giving different dialogues. Plato also laid down his views in that book is known as the Republic. Aristotle also laid down regarding the origin of the state in his book that is known as Politics. So this way here, he is regarded as the father of political science. These three means Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, regarded as Greek philosopher trio. That means the credit goes to the Greek philosophers because their approach towards studying political science in a systematic manner. So this way here, the Greek cities, the term originated by the Greek philosopher and expanded in their hands towards innovation of different concept towards the development of the term political science. The Greek philosopher laid down the picture of the Greek city-state. You can go through the picture in the given slides. In ancient Greece, the city-states were not in big as the modern states. Modern states are welfare state. Those states are in the nature of building its own organization. So during that time, the city-states were surrounded by hills, valleys, rivers, lakes. Due to lack of transportation, the city-states had to take care of its needs and requirements on its own. It means that it is restricted within their territorial jurisdiction and all. So like some of the main city-states, Greek city-states were Sparta, Athens, Macedonia, Stagirria. So these all are the city-states during that time, they adopted the direct democracy towards the functioning of their own organization. Later on, due to innovation in transport and communication, people of similar languages, customs, traditions united together and developed close cultural unity among them. As a result, they developed a sense of oneness and feeling of unity among them. Thus, state was born out of such a city-states. So we can say that on the basis of the contribution laid down by all these city-states itself created in the minds of the people of states unity, oneness, those concepts itself gave the way for the formation of the state and all. So this politics means the study of such states. Coming to the point, already I have stated, political science is a study politics. The word politics, what is the meaning of the politics? Politics is nothing but study of states and all. Hence, political science deals with the state and the organization of government and its operation. So, next coming to the definitions cited by the different political thinkers. First of all, being a father of political science, Aristotle regarded politics. Gettel called it science of state. Then Sir Frederick opined science of politics. Apart from all the definitions cited by the Greek political thinkers, so finally the International Political Scientist Conference was held in Paris. Under that, UNESCO in 1949 approved and accepted the term political science as a one of the discipline, one of the subject. So this way here the political science came into existence, innovated by the Greek political philosopher and expanded in their own hand and finally accepted by the UNESCO in 1948 and approved and accepted the term political science. So this way the political science came into existence. Next session we'll discuss with the nature of political science as well as scope of political science. Thank you.